Hey everyone, so we started to play Riven. We finished Miss last time, so I'll hit new game. Many ages, infinite truths. Aldini proverb. Okay.
Thank God you've returned. I need your help. There's a great deal of history that you should know, but I'm afraid there's no time to explain. Most of what you'll need to know is in here.
Okay.
And for reasons you will discover, I can't send you to Riven with a way out. But I can give you this. It appears to be a linking book back here to Dunny.
Okay.
It's actually a one-person prison. It's the only way to capture Gen. Here. Once you've freed Catherine, I'll come with a linking book. She'll know how to signal me.
Okay, so the book is for somebody who's captured his wife.
There's a very good chance, if all this goes well, that you'll be returned to the place that you came from.
Okay.
Until we meet again. Take care, my friend.
Okay, so I guess we go into this book. We're trying to rescue Catherine, his wife. Let's see what puzzles and things we get up to this time. I won't be a second. I think I need to just quickly alter the sound levels a little bit. That way they're more equal. Okay. I think I'm clicked on the screen. Yep, it's just quiet because of loading. Okay. I'm in a cage. Hello.
Yo? Kaligaye. Kaware.
Huh?
Tagima. Rekoa. Tagima. Su rekoa. Isirap. Isirap. Mutika bukuan ay. Isirap. Mutika bukuan ay. Bukuan ay.
You gonna let me out? Okay.
Bukuan ay. Bukuan. Bukuan ay.
Well, that wasn't good. Sounds like footsteps. Okay, so she let me out. And ran away with a book. Well, that's probably problematic, I guess. First step is not always simple. Nope, I guess it's not. Okay. You move. You come from up there. You're some kind of... I'm not sure because... So you come from here. You come from up there. So maybe I need something to come down here first. Well, that wasn't good. Looks like stars of some kind. Might match in there. Well, whatever that was, I broke it. Press tab. Okay. 87,610. They held for more than 30 years, but the corrections I made to Riven have finally failed. The island has resumed the familiar pattern of decay. That is the hallmark of my father's work. I must now race to implement this new patch before it is too late. I only hope that my revised theories are sound. 87,616. Revisions to Riven completed. There are still a number of minor adjustments that need to be made, but the basic corrections are in and should be working. Something's not right. I've been monitoring the instruments for several hours now, but thus far observed no change. It's possible I've made an error though. I've checked my entry against my pre-notations and can find no discrepancies. I haven't slept in nearly 3 days, so it may be that I'm just not seeing it. If the fault is with my foundational assumptions, however, perhaps after a short rest I will see something. 87,618. Success! It appears that my repairs have been effective after all. The gateway image has become noticeably clearer, and although it is impossible to know with absolute certainty, the island seems to have quieted itself. Just a few more weeks of work and I shall be free, at last, to go there myself and attempt to bring Catherine back. The past 8 months have left me little time to devise a strategy for getting her out of there. There's been no sign from her in all that time. I only hope that... No, I must assume she's all right. At least my fears undermine my efforts. 87,619. I did not create the Age of Riven, unlike my father. I have never presumed to have such power, and yet the future of all those who live there has fallen into my hands. So far I've managed to read the page before it turns. The island continues to appear stable, and I would like to believe that I have saved a dying world, but the theories of one individual cannot support the lives of real people indefinitely. I must get everyone off of Riven as soon as possible. The problem now is Gian. I'll never be able to rescue Catherine and relocate the island as if he is still the man he used to be. I haven't seen him in over 30 years, but given his history, I must assume that he's still a threat. His myopic mission to restore the Dini civilization has left too many innocent creatures dying in its wake. A pattern that would no doubt continue were he to ever escape the confines of Riven. For more than 3 decades now, the universe has been safe from his corruptive influence because no one has been able to leave that ill-fated age. The last linking book out of Riven having been lost in the Starfisher upon my return to Mist. That was our intention, to maroon my father on Riven by removing all the existing links to other worlds. And since the libraries containing the vast and intricate knowledge needed to construct linking books remains largely confined to the ruins of Dini, he would be trapped there for the remainder of his lifetime and effectively segregated from the countless other worlds that he would have invaded. This is what we achieved, but the way it fell was no one's idea, and although the sting of it has gradually faded over the years, the deep pain of the responsibility for what actually came to pass has never left me. At the time it all seemed so clear. Gain's destructive path could not be allowed to continue, but it was never my wish that the innocent inhabitants of Riven, who had already suffered so much, would be the ones to have to pay for it. But enough to dwell in the past is to die in the present, and the situation is not the same as it was then. The knowledge I've acquired since that time has yet to be factored into the equation. H7620. I think I have a solution for rescuing Catherine. Why it did not occur to me sooner, I do not know. Unless the thought had been pushed out of my memory with the memory of my sons. A prison book. Many years during a hunting expedition through the ruin of Dini, I chanced upon a formula for a most unusual type of book. Unfortunately, as my father was then in the habit of confiscating my discoveries, I had to leave it behind. Years later, however, as part of my efforts to protect the vulnerable worlds, I linked to the book in my library. I was pleased to find I could still recall most of the formula, and with little experimentation quickly succeeded in creating one of the devices myself. The procedure is actually quite simple, by altering key lines of text. Okay. But slightly, a normal linking book can be partially severed, such that anyone who attempts to use the book will permanently trapped in the dark void of the link, unless someone else then uses the book, at which point that person becomes trapped and the first person displaced back into the world. The technique can be applied to books that have already been written, changes to the text being so slight that anyone who is unfamiliar with the code will be unable to detect them. If my father is indeed unchanged, what better bait could there be than a book that appears to be a link back here to Dini? 87.2 Trouble. My nightly analysis of the island's conditions has revealed that the tremors have started again. The pattern, however, is new. The disturbances are the result of changes I have made. This did not at first concern me. Tremors of this type were ones of the possible side effects I'd anticipated during the initial phase of the island's readjustment, but in order to verify my assumptions, I recalculated incorporating the new data. The results were not what I expected. The damage to the understructure is more extensive than I realised. I can no longer go to Riven as planned. Catherine, forgive me. 8773. I must act while I have the time. The signs are as yet barely visible, but there is no question that the island's deterioration is accelerating. Total collapse is imminent unless I can keep ahead of it, and that is becoming increasingly difficult to do. 8775. With every passing moment, I gain clearer picture of the incredible chaos that my father's shortcuts have yielded, but it is a dismaying process. The complexity of the problem is overwhelming. Okay, There's a lot of this to go through, so we will continue more of that afterwards. Press the escape button on your menu to open. Okay. Notebook. You look like a button. Some writing. For you. Pathway. Another pathway. Okay. So what do you do? Okay. Did you change anything? Ah, okay, so you see something, but if you move away... Pages, okay. Press X to take a photo. You can access your photos through the menu. Okay, so X is a photo. You're a book. And it went into the flames. Somebody was writing in a book. I'm going to take a picture of each of them, but I don't know what use they'll be. But then I won't know until I get into the puzzles, will I? Okay, and the fourth one. And then I'm assuming I can go tab. Nope, wrong one. It's escape, isn't it? And then notebook. Oh, we get 150, so that's good. I can't go through there. So we came up this one. What's down here? It looks like some pipe work. Okay. Lots of pipe work. Okay. Well, I'm not interacting, even though I've got a finger icon. There's no finger icon on this side. Oh. Maybe I'm just not still long enough. Okay. Okay. I must be missing something. Oh, hang on. You do something. Okay, so can I go... Can I reach you from here? So, try that again. No, I couldn't get in it. So we can try. No. Okay. Seems a bit weird. Okay. Why wouldn't I be able to... Yeah, all of a sudden you can't get in. So like, I'm gonna have to push it. Maybe I need to have one of those beetles' wings open while I push it. Or maybe there's another button inside and I just haven't looked closely enough. Well, that was different. That was only 2 this time. Right, so... Nope, as soon as you go away, it disappears. Can I stand in the middle and reach all of them? Oh, 4. Oh no, it isn't. How is it 4? That's 4. Oh, okay, there's something above us. Some stars. Okay. I've got to be missing something. Can't do anything there. Not seeing anything to interact with there. And I can't go that way. You look kind of like a dagger. Yep, I am completely confused of where I need to go and what I need to do. Which isn't anything new with the Cyan games. So we have you. Okay. With every passing moment, I gain a clearer picture of the incredible chaos that my father's shortcut yielded. The problem is overwhelming. There is no good end to this. The last few days have convinced me that the collapse of Riven is inevitable, and that at best I can only strive to delay it in the hope that at some point the island will become stable enough to risk a rescue attempt. 8777. I think I've come up with a way to subdue the tremors. It will require my exclusive attention for at least a month or two, so it may be necessary to discontinue these journal entries for a while. 87-7-13. Something truly miraculous has happened. Beyond all conceivable probability, someone has found my lost, mislinking book and freed me from this prison. I immediately realised that this could be the solution to my dilemma, and I believe my mysterious benefactor is willing to assist me. The logistics of such a scheme are formidable, but the fact that it may now be possible for me to continue my repairs to Riven while also proceeding with my original intent to find Catherine has renewed my hope. 87-7-16. The last few days have left me little time to work out the remaining problems with sending someone else to Riven. It did occur to me, however, that if a way could be found to signal me once my so it's his father, Gian, has been captured, it would no longer be necessary to take a real linking book to Riven, and thereby risking possibility of inadvertently freeing him. The deteriorated state of the gateway image would seem to make the use of visual signals impossible, yet the picture remains a reliable indicator of Riven's condition. Nevertheless, by measuring and interpreting variations in the noise pattern, I am still able to observe basic changes that occur in the age. Even though I cannot see them, the problem is that my instruments can only detect changes that occur at a fundamental level, and it seems unlikely that an individual would be able to effect such an elemental change from within an age. The idea may be foolish. Still, there is a known weakness that may be worth investigating, an unstable anomaly that appears as a rift between the two separate realms, the Starfisher. But how this feature might be exploited I cannot say. Sending to some someone to Riven also means that once signalled, I will have to leave my writing in order to take a real linking book there myself, provided my father is safely out of the way. This should take little time, assuming the island does not incur any serious damage during my absence. I should then be able to return to Kiev and hold it together long enough for Catherine to evacuate the remaining islanders. Predetermining a specific signal may simply be impossible, but I am afraid there can only be one answer to the question of whether or not I should send my friend to Riven. With a way out, the potential for success will be greatly increased and the possibility of disaster greatly diminished if the prison book is all that is taken there. My father is no doubt expecting me to bring a linking book to Riven. May he not be disappointed. Okay, so it didn't really give me anything. I was hoping it would give me a clue. Let me... it goes to a finger and... It didn't go in. Okay, let's try again. It doesn't let you. Yeah, and as soon as you press it, it's too late. Because you have to be in the room to get to one of the other rooms, but how do I get to one of the other rooms? Has that done anything? No, it's still locked. Yep, it doesn't let you in. Until after it stops moving. Oh, do I do that and get a star pattern or something? One, two, three, four. Let's try and get that lined up. And I wonder if I'm supposed to use that somewhere down here. There was this thing here, wasn't there? Can I move it? Well, I can scroll in, but I can't. Oh, hang on. It's doing something just by clicking on it. Oh. Or at least I thought it was. Maybe not. Okay, well, apologies, we haven't really got anywhere. in this one. We've read a little bit of a book and we know the plot, but haven't figured out any of the puzzles. But I will see you all next time. Take care and have fun. Bye now.